So, hello, do you know where you were on February 25th, 1975? Now I do. On February 25th, 1975, I was at the Grand Funk Railroad concert that resulted in a riot. I remember specifically asking my dad if I could go see Grand Funk, and he said, "Who's he?" I went with three other friends from Van Buren Junior High, a guy named Demetrio Sandoval, Tad Davis, and John Lehman. These were the beginning of my rebellious years. So as you can see in the article, it said when America was still great, before Jimmy Carter, solar panels, and so forth, and attendees at a So rock band concert rioted at Albuquerque's Civic Auditorium, and police threw smoke and gas bombs at said attendees. First of all, do you remember the Civic Auditorium? There was wrestling matches there. It's located right where the Heart Hospital is today. There's even a memorial there. So the article says a major disturbance erupted during a rock concert at the Civic Auditorium Monday night, causing city police to send about 30 units into the area to battle hundreds of persons, most of them youths, who were throwing rocks and bottles at the officers. What I remember specifically is sitting in the back row close to the doors that the police officers came through in a violent manner. And I remember green tear gas being dispersed. My original reaction, or our original reaction, was this was part of the concert. But we soon knew that something was wrong when the lead singer for Grand Funk, Nick Varner maybe, said, "Oh schnitzel," or "Oh fudge." Only he didn't say schnitzel or fudge. You know what I mean? And it was all over. We rushed outside of our seats, outside the back doors, and we followed all the other people that were running to the south, towards Central. And we must not have known how much trouble was involved or something, because we ended up just stopping at a restaurant there on Central, the four of us, to eat breakfast at either a Milton's or a Village Inn or something along those lines. Right there on Central and Elm, I believe it was. So in the fourth paragraph here, it says, a Journal Youth reporter covering the Grand Funk Railroad concert said the fight started outside, and then the kids who were fighting rushed the doors. Just before the kids broke in, Arlene Tellez said the police came into the Civic, and they did. The kids inside threw bottles and trash cans at police. I was not involved in that, but I do remember going towards the doors. And so this green smoke, as it says here, smoke filled the auditorium all the way up to the ceiling. Yeah, it was bad. You couldn't breathe. And the second thing I remember most is the concert was ended like after the second song, or right in the middle of the second song. Grand Funk had just released a song called Do the Locomotion, or The Locomotion. And I think their first song was We're an American Band. Can't remember. But it was one of those big songs right in the middle of it that the riot started and the tear gas was dropped. What I didn't know is that gunfire broke out. Everybody pretty much agreed afterwards that there was no such gunfire. Okay, so that lines up with my memory. Then as the article continues, or a different article, the New Mexico Civil Liberties Union is investigating a disturbance and resulting police action at Civic Auditorium on February 24th, and is looking for individuals who were watching a concert by Grand Funk Railroad when tear gas was released inside the building. They did not interview me. One of the interesting things is that very same night, the Doobie Brothers were performing at the UNM pit. I remember discussing the tickets with my friends. The people from Four Hills went to the Doobie Brothers concert. Those of us from the Southeast Heights went to the Grand Funk concert. Okay, to be continued.